Whew. All right, guys, what's up? I'm live a couple minutes early, but I did just get off work, so no use in waiting around. And I know I've been popping on these live streams quite a bit. I did do a video yesterday saying that I might pop up, so if you watch that video, you can't say that I didn't warn you. Let me shut this off real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're going to do this. All right, I got a first and a second first. JJ Bama, Michael Ham, what's up? I'm always count on you guys. So we can find a good song before we start driving. Can you guys even hear what's on my radio? Oh no, it's third. Oh no. What's up, JJ Bama? Got some Slipknot. I don't know if I want Slipknot. Play 80s music. Let me go to the 80s channel. I look snappy. Look, Michael Ham, fishing and cards. I got on my shark tie today. That's little sharks on there. The Nets Bucks game just kind of started. Saw Giannis throw down a monster dunk. Here's some 80s for JJ Bama. Got some Simply Irresistible. We're going to get ready to start rolling here. So, is this Nets Bucks series going to be a sweep? Is the Nuggets and Suns going to be a sweep? Are the Nuggets going to start scoring some points? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Uh-oh. Got a little bit of everything on the radio right now. If you didn't go and watch my video yesterday, make sure you go back and watch, because I tell you how you can get qualified to win a hanger pack of 2020 Prism football. If anything, just at least get yourself, if anything, at least get yourself entered to win that. And there's going to be some more giveaways coming up. We're going to go ahead and go. If you guys got some questions or comments in there, something to give me something to talk about while I drive, because I can only read the comments once I stop. I don't like to read the comments when I don't like to read the comments while I'm actually driving. Although I'm in the parking lot for a long time before I finally leave. Because the parking lot's big. And it looks like it's about to storm its buns off here. Buns off. No sweeps, but no more than 2 wins. That's quite possible. I think the Nuggets have a better chance of winning a couple games than the Bucks. But what about the Hawks? Because the Sixers bounced back, won that game. Sixers probably played better down the stretch in the first game, but fell behind so early. Michael Ham, you don't listen to the radio? My prediction of who will represent the NBA championship, or who's going to be there, or who's going to win it all. You don't want my prediction, because my predictions, my original predictions have already gone to the shit. I guess. I used to like to pick the underdogs, but I guess now I'm going to have to go with the Nets. Probably the Nets, because Durant's just looking too good. Even though there's no love on his cards, he's still looking really good. And then, come on, let's get a song. All these commercials. Some Land of Confusion. Land of Confusion, a perfect song for the card market right now. Speaking of, confused, what to buy, what to sell, when to buy, when to sell. Speaking of that, I put out a poll today asking people if they used any tools because you guys know I've never used any tools and I haven't. Kind of getting curious on if I should look into something like Market Movers or something just to test it out. Maybe it's just fun to use, even if I don't necessarily use it for data as much as I just use it for burning time or saving time, burning time, saving time, burning time, if that makes sense. Got a stop sign. Nets in 5, Ed says. Nets in 5. So we can find a Pearl Jam song. We've never found a Pearl Jam song while I've been driving. Oh, shit. We got a train. I might be sitting in a train for a minute. Slab Stocks Pro is releasing one for free in a few days. Well, the radio is garbage. I got like 15 channels and they're all garbage. Got some 70s yacht rock. Some traffic. What's up, Theodore? I see you talking about vintage, and I love vintage, but here's the thing. Let this car go. Here's the thing about vintage from my standpoint. Is I'm old. I'm old already. So it's like I don't have time to be patient. If you're talking about like 15, 20 years investment, I'm too old to be investment for that far away. I did glance and see the Lillard to the Mavericks. I don't know. I don't know if that'll work. Anyway, if you watched my video yesterday talking about base cards, I just tried to give some input. Nothing about players to buy or anything like that, but just thinking about base and how a lot of people avoiding base. Some of it is a little overrated as far as, you know, the older base cards I think still have some value, and stuff that's not going to be pouring back from PSA, like people that weren't being submitted or will no longer be submitted. But there is base cards that I'm hunting. And real quick, just to put it out there, I'm looking into the base Prism variation photos. I know that it's base Prism and things like that, but these variation photos have got super low pops and are even more rare than the silver. Oh, we might come back to the Eagles. Got some Stone Temple Pilots, but I think we're going to go back to the Eagles. And not the Philadelphia Eagles. Last time I mentioned the Eagles, listened to the radio, somebody was like, the Eagles suck. They suck. But I think they were talking about the football team. I don't think they were talking about the band. But, yeah, I just wanted to give some insight on base cards. And my next video is going to be insight on parallels, because I know how parallels, this cop's sitting up here trying to snag people, but I know how people are into the parallels and the color stuff, but that can get you in a little bit of trouble as well. Trust me, because I do a lot of dealing with the parallels and stuff. You still want your stuff to be liquid, and you want to be able to find comps on it. A lot of times when you're buying parallels, the last comp could have been when the market was hot or when the market was down. Like, comps can be 3 months apart, and sometimes it's tough to get a fair price, whether you're selling or buying, on those types of cards. Bagley to Orlando. I don't think that helps anybody. Bagley to Orlando. It's a bad team with a young player that's hurt all the time. I mean, I don't think it helps anybody, really. I don't think it helps his cards. Soccer. Everyone's on Pulisic. Talking about Weston McKennie. I like Reyna, I think I like Reyna. His Topps Chrome prices are okay. One of these nights. Okay, we're going Pearl Jam hunting. That's not it. I'm glad I live in an area where there's like no traffic. E-Man is telling Joel to win a sports blog or read a sports blog. Where's Kemba going to get traded? I mean, I don't know. Is there a team that really needs just a point guard that's probably going to miss half the season and be very inconsistent? I don't know if he makes another team a championship team. They need to fix this bump in the road. But yeah, as far as Kemba goes, that's where I think about that. Don't worry, guys. I'll be parking soon, and I'll be able to take a couple comments once I park. But yeah, the next video is going to be on parallels. If you didn't check out my base card video, check it out. I know, like I said, even if it's just to get yourself to enter to win the Prism hanger. And in my next video, I'll be doing my second giveaway for the 4,000 subscribers. And then check on my poll that I put out today. It's the first poll I've ever posted. And I just asked you guys if you use any software tools, market movers, card ladder, neither or both or other. And if you use other, put it in the comments. Because like I said, I'm thinking about checking a couple of them out just for the hell of it, even if I just cancel right after I check it out. And then just to see if it's fun, because I know I like surfing eBay, and I've been surfing MySlabs. I've been checking them out. But I've been finding out on MySlabs, there's not really any deals on there. Like, I would think on a platform like MySlabs, there might be some better deals. But I just feel like there's not. People still ask, and, eBay comps and things like that. With the smaller fees and then using a smaller platform, you would think people would be asking for maybe a little bit less for their cards. But maybe that's just me being a noob to MySlabs. Am I in on Calvin Ridley? I'm not in on many. I'm not in. Oh, snap. We got some gin and juice. Can you hear that? If y'all can hear that, comment. Anybody ever listen to that? But I'm just not in on many position players right now. And Calvin Ridley, I mean, where do you see the Falcons? Do you think they'll be competitive? It's really tough with position players. People are iffy on them being injured. I think the main thing that had to do with, and the market being down as a whole. Last year, the market was as hot as it could possibly be. Quarterbacks were so expensive that people couldn't afford anything but position players. And you had lots of other people coming into the market that weren't as familiar, so they were buying position players. I do still think there's potential with some position players, but they got to be your top-notch guys on your top-notch teams. Tyreek Hill could maybe generate some excitement and some money just because he's on the Chiefs, things like that. But Calvin Ridley, he may have seen his peak last year when he was playing his best football, before he got injured. I know Julio's gone, but does that help him or does that hurt him now? Being the clear-cut number one. Like Ziggy says only QBs for him. And then J.K. Dobbins on E-Man. I like a guy like J.K. Dobbins only because he's a cheap entry. If the price is right, like I always said, and I'm not talking about Bob Barker, come on down, the price is right. I'm talking about if your entry level on an item is good, then it's never really hurts to take much of a risk on something. But so Michael Ham is laughing at Dexflow. Dexflow, maybe your fruit show is the drive by Stone Cold Steve Flippin. But we're still got the gin and juice pumping in here. But I guess you guys can't hear the gin and juice, or somebody typing it out. But yeah, back to position players. Like if the entry level is right, but sometimes I would rather take my cheap entry level money and maybe put it into 2 or 3 backup quarterbacks. If you can invest in maybe 3 backup quarterbacks and hit on one of the 3, you'll do yourself well. And assess the situation, assess who has a decent young backup. Don't go picking up old guys like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's everybody's underdog journeyman favorite, but he just doesn't get much hobby love. Look for young backups who might slide into a spot on a team that's already built to win. I don't know who the backup is for Tennessee right now. I'm going to look into that. You know, if it is a young quarterback, then, you know, backing up Tannehill, if something was to happen to Tannehill, that team's set to win. Like you heard me talk about Jacob Eason coming into his second year. The Colts are set to win. You know, you can kind of slide anybody in there. And, but yeah. So you think Tua is undervalued for the team he has around him? I hope you're right, because I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. What's up, Prodigy Card Collector in the house? Yeah, My Slabs charges 1%. There might be deals on there. I've only scanned My Slabs 3 times. Like I said, I'm pretty new to it, so we're gonna change the channel. Got Lady Gaga in here. Yeah. Let's see. But oh man. Chili Peppers or Led Zeppelin? First person to vote. I'll either leave on Stairway or I'll put on Scar Tissue. Let me know. First person to say it. But yeah, My Slabs, I just got to get on there some more. I'm sure there's deals to be found just like there is everywhere. I just got to get on there and look around some more. And the thing is I'm a little bit behind on my okay, so Zeppelin it is, guys. So I'm a little bit behind on my market a little bit. I just, you know, that's why I'm thinking about looking at a tool to kind of save me some time. And because the market's down, when the market's up, I don't feel like I need a tool as much as when the market's down and when so much is about to happen, as far as NBA is about to end and football is about to get hot and you got a lot going on with soccer. But a lot of the stuff that I like to buy, I don't know if some of these tools will have those cards in there, because they tend to have the more common base cards in there, from what I've seen from people who use the stuff on YouTube and all that. So if I'm looking at parallels and numbered stuff, I may not necessarily find what I'm looking for. What's up, Bravos? How you doing, man? No, Joel, no, I'm getting off. I'm getting off work, Joel. I'm not going in. Don't wish that on me. Just getting off work. Are Fortnite cards hot? The thing about Fortnite cards is they might be hot, but that's something you might just have to capitalize on in the moment, because I don't know if they have longevity to them. Just because, you know, it might be a fad. It might be a trend. You know, I could be wrong, but I think people are buying everything because they're trying to find the next hot item. You know, it's like something is too expensive, but what isn't going up? You know, I think a lot of stuff is just trendy. I think even like F1 and things like that, I think fall into that category. You know, I'd rather invest in even baseball for myself. I'm not a baseball person. I would rather invest in vintage baseball than to chase like new F1 stuff that's trendy right now. If that makes any sense. And I'm not putting that stuff down, because if there's money to be made on it, then I hope people make money on it. Just not my direction. Best way to gauge the market, my instincts and what I see at the shows. Sorry, little head nod. Song's starting to kick. But anyway, he's FMLA. Anyway, we're back to instincts at shows. I find the cards, there's certain cards I want to buy and sell at shows, and there's certain cards I just want to do buying and selling with online. A lot of times, like the cards I was talking about earlier that are rare and have low serial numbers and you don't see a lot of comps on them, are better for negotiating at shows, because you can ask what you want and you can always ask way higher than you want and still kind of get over what you think a market value on it may be. For instance, if you have a card that doesn't have a market value on it, you can go into a negotiation. Say you have a card that's worth $2,000, you can go into a negotiation at $4,000, knowing that that's not what you're going to get. But if you come down to $3,000, then it makes the buyer really feel like they're getting a good deal, and you're still getting $1,000 more than what you may actually think the card's going to be worth. Kind of works like that in all dealing. But when you're dealing online, you don't have that personal interaction to where you can go back and forth. A lot of people don't negotiate. It's either like just decline the offer or accept the offer. And you can't reach that equal medium as easily when you're dealing online. What's up, Business 124? I'm missing some people coming in because I'm not staring. Will, what's up? Steve Elmore. Mantle, Willie Mays. I want to look at I still want a Jackie Robinson. I might look for a nice Ted Williams card. I don't know why, but Ted Williams keeps sticking in my head for some reason. And the comments go by way faster on my phone because the screen is small. So if I'm missing your comments, I'm sorry. But I'll probably stay until this Stairway to Heaven is over, because Stairway to Heaven is like, what, 12, 13 minutes long? Which means the screen will be at least as long as this damn song. And it's getting ready to kill. Anyway. I need an air guitar. I'd rather be the air drums. I love Bonham. Stanford Steve. I was going to say a guy at work named Tim calls me Stanford Steve, but that's actually him. Tim, what's going on? Shouldn't you be at work? Ready to kill. Derek Jeter, still rookie cards. Well, sometimes with a player like Jeter, and I'm sorry if you can't hear me talking over the music, but you can't play the end of Stairway to Heaven without turning it up. Is Jeter still a good investment since he's going into the Hall? I think a lot of Jeter's accomplishments, including knowing that he's going into the Hall of Fame, will be baked into his cards. He's more of a kind of guy that will be a longer-term hold, in my opinion. I think awards like Rookie of the Year and Hall of Fame and MVP, a lot of that stuff, a lot of times, unless it's a surprise, when it's clear-cut, people know about it ahead of time. So it's kind of baked in, and when it actually happens, the cards don't see as big of a boost as expected. We got Jimi Hendrix about to come on. We're going to check Lithium one last time for Pearl Jam. I'm like 20 minutes in on a live stream from work, which should never last this long. I can't believe you guys are even still watching. Got Rage Against the Machine, which makes me want to still sit in the car. But Ryan Leaf documentary. Glory Days. Bruce Springsteen. I remember when that song had all the sports bloopers in it, or the high school shit. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on my live stream. Just a couple thoughts. Going to go in and catch the basketball games. See who's up in that Bucks-Nets game. Start thinking about my thoughts for my next video and decide whether or not I'm going to check out one of these tools, even if it's just for a month. See what they have to offer. I mean, I always said that I haven't used any tools or anything, but I've also never even looked at them. So maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. What do you guys think? But I'm going to go ahead and roll, guys. Thanks. There's still 40 people in here, so I hate to leave. But, again, I got to shower, get some dinner, see my family, think of some content. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Take it easy.